Almost every marriage starts out as a huge celebration. The road to a happy and successful marriage is far from easy. On board today, we are still in Sheraton. It is Still Bonding with Maimuna, a seminar that looks at challenges in marriages and family unit. We're talking about the language of sex in marriage. Last week, we brought to you our first speaker at the event. Today, we're going to look at the second speaker. He said something about marriages and how you can get quick sex there, quick one in the house, or how sweet the one outside is or the one inside can be. How you can reenact or recreate the sex life in your marriage so that it can continue to be sweet and desirable. These are the things that we've been talking about, and then we will still talk about it some more this week. And then we had people in the house who had questions. They asked questions about how long it should be, how far you can go to make it interesting. These are some of the things that you need to learn in your home so that you can make your marriage sweeter, better, and bond some more. Stay with us. The program is still Bond. Maimuna is here, and then we're looking at some issues. Let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue from where we have stopped. I'll be bonding with you. Welcome back. My name is Maimuna Abaji Yahaya, and we're talking about the topic language of sex in marriage. Does it mean anything to you? When you hear that topic, the language of sex in marriage, what readily comes to your mind? Let's listen to one or two persons in the house, and then we'll come back to you again.
Ìfẹ́ bí èjì òwúrọ̀ látàgbàlá Elédùmarè ló ti ṣẹ̀ wá. Ìfẹ́ tó tòrò mínímíní tábàwọn ayé kan ò lè bàjẹ́ o. Olólùfẹ́ fẹ́ràn mi láì ṣẹ̀tàn. Please, let's sing this song together. Ìfẹ́ bí èjì òwúrọ̀ látàgbàlá Elédùmarè ló ti ṣẹ̀ wá. Ìfẹ́ tó tòrò mínímíní tábàwọn ayé kan ò lè bàjẹ́ o. Olólùfẹ́ fẹ́ràn mi láì ṣẹ̀tàn. Thank you so much. My name is Balogun Adeleke Abdulwali Abiola, ọmọ àjọgbẹ̀rú májọgbẹ̀kọ, ọmọ àjọgbọ̀tàn tó yẹn lọ́ba. Èmi lọ́ máa sìn lórí ẹrú, ọmọ bẹ́rù bá kú ara mi, ẹrú ló sì ní ìran Balógun òní síyàn láéláé. Thank you so much.
Listen to me. I was listening to a woman. He said, see, you cannot stay in my house when you have a lot of affection and don't make love. You can't stay in our house. Because words create atmosphere. If I want to scatter this place, I can only say one word. Some of you pick your dress and start getting that from. Just a word. Yeah, just here, this meeting will not hold again. If I say some kind of things now, should I try it? It's the truth. Now, good word create atmosphere. Now you are a man, and yet you want to stay, you want to sleep with your wife. You don't know how to talk. While are they for you? You can't talk. And you know, some of us just want to deal with a woman like washing machine, press yellow bar, put it on your bow. Oh yeah, come on now. You want to operate your wife like washing machine. So because words create atmosphere. When you walk in a house, honey, you are looking wonderful. Do you know why? That is why it's good for you to use good name for your wife. Some of you, I don't know, I know not in this meeting, but I know there are some meetings that we attend. I will ask them to do naming ceremony for themselves. So you are still calling your wife Mama Caro? Calling your wife after the children's name. They're saying you. Are they worrying you? Learn to use. We are talking about language of sex. Is that not what we are talking about? Learn to use good words. Do you know? Let me tell you something now. Let me tell you something. For example, now, for a man and woman, the way we think are different. The way we reason, different. For a man can quarrel with a woman now. You are very stupid. Who do you think you are? This, that. And when they settle, the man want to make love. But for a woman, she doesn't think like that. It feels that this man said I'm useless. How do you want to sleep with a useless person now? But let me tell you, I'm going to explain that to you because the man said you were useless, and yet he still want to sleep with you because that same woman he married is still the same woman he said is useless. To him, it doesn't mean anything. But to you, you are wondering, how can somebody say I'm useless and want to sleep with me? So you learn. Now listen, what I'm saying now, I'm saying it for both man and woman. You need to go and learn what is your husband's love language. You need to ask him. You need to ask him, what do I do that make you feel love? But another one I want to talk about is gift. The love language. I have 5 children. I have 3 boys, 2 girls. And my girls, one of them is 20 plus, the other one is 14 plus. The 2 of them are quite different. I used to tell myself I have 3 wives. I paid for 1, God gave me 2. Now, one of my daughter, her love language is gift. And if she's going to marry, I'm going to tell the boy. I'll call the man privately between me and him. Oh boy, if you want to succeed, if you go airport, just buy Bekere, it's okay. She just wants you to buy something. Right now, she already called me. When I landed from the airport, she called me. Daddy, I said, girl, how are you? He said, fine. I want to check whether you have arrived. I said, why not? I understand. I've arrived. I arrived well. It's not, you know why? You know what that is? It's not about the gift. It's about the heart. Yeah, that's it. It's not about the gift. In fact, she might even have what you are buying for her. But you know what? She just mean that, so even when you travel, I was with you. It might just be, and like I said, just make a rate of 100 naira. Like Sarah. Like a Sarah. You see? So you need to discover it. So that's why you see a lot of family, they are struggling. The man doesn't know how to speak the woman's love language. The woman doesn't know how to speak the man's love language. So it's chaos. So this language, it helps you. Just like the language helped me to repair my car, take my car to Abuja. And I don't know those boys before. But because I could speak a little of their language, and they helped me. The same thing, if you can speak your wife or your husband's love language, you find out that things will get better. This language of sex you are talking about, we'll get to that. But this communication is a strength. Because how can you, listen to me, if you, even though you want to sleep with your wife, as husband and wife, you have to talk. Just peppermint. What did you bring for me? Peppermint. And it's okay. No problem. It can even be a man. It's okay. There are some women, their husband, they like buying things for their husband. They discover that the man get excited about buying something. Yes. Do you know there are some husband and wife, they forget each other's birthday. They forget. And some women, you forget their birthday, they won't forgive you. Because it's talking about, I mean, we are married, but some, because that's not who they are, they just, well, no problem. They continue. Another one is language. The fifth one is language of action. Action. This language of action is like this. The woman wants to keep the house clean. She wants to wash. She just wants everything to be in order. And if you are married to this type of woman, you cannot be looking at television while she's doing a lot of things. Because, some men, I used to tell them, you just come, cross your leg, you are looking at television. I used to ask, are they showing you inside? Off that thing now. There's already a television God gave to you. Why not just be looking at your wife? You say, why are you looking at me? Say, I love you. Anytime I see you, I just stand in love, because I always tell people, don't fall, because when you fall, you might not recover. Just stand. This language of action is like when the woman is doing a lot of things. For example, some men will see that and say, why am I going to help my wife? If you don't help her, who will? Who will? The children, who gave birth to the children? Are they my own? Who is the owner of the house? The furniture, who bought it? Everything in the house. Including the woman. You're not the one that brought them in. If there's anything you can do, as she's doing a lot of things. Like, for example, the woman comes home from work. Even in this day and age, we know that all women work, except very few. Even those few ones don't want to stay, they want to work. Now, you went to work in the morning, the man also went to work in the morning, and both of you come back in the evening, and you are looking at television. And she's doing everything in the house, she's doing everything. You are not helping at all. Then, when you want to lie down, you now say, Esumora. Nothing for you. Nothing. She will just tell you, I'm tired. But I tell you something. But if you can walk into the kitchen and say, this plate, make I help you. Even you might be looking at it, Jolly, what do you want? What are you doing here? You already know. Do you know that there are some women, because their husband doesn't know how to speak their language, once it's getting to 7 o'clock, my head, my knees, my toe, my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toe. Start feeling body pain. He will start singing a special number. Only head just to do me boy. The man will say, why did you not say it since? So that I can just go and buy you. He said, no, don't worry. I will manage. Then when the man now said, Alpha, he said, but don't you have human feeling? Don't you have human feeling? Don't you have human feeling? I just told you, I have been around, but the man will not get it. Don't you have human feeling? But if he was doing something and you just off that television and join, I tell you something, let me tell you something. When husband and wife learn to speak the love language, and their sex life is made better for it. There are many marriages now, they are sexless marriage. No sex at all. Yet they are married. They are roommate. Bedmate, roommate. Why? Because there's nothing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you do that and follow her, it doesn't reduce you. In fact, your wife will want to. For example, now you are working. She's busy working in the kitchen, and the television is off. You are coming to meet her, saying, "Honey, you know what happened?" And both of you start talking, and you are helping to say, "Okay, let me help you part the day." Even your wife will be excited. She starts singing special number. She will start singing songs. And yet you are journeying, and both of you start gisting. That's how you enter the room. Body pain will disappear. I want to tell you something. It will disappear because sex has a way of bringing healing. He made the man think well. He made the woman sleep well. That is what I call 6 o'clock. He made the woman sleep well. And the woman will be ready for you. But you don't have good word. You are not into action. You don't help. And her love language is just action. She cannot go to bed except the kitchen is neat. The children clothes for tomorrow is ready. Yet, you can't join to iron. And she had to do all those things. And by 11, you are already snoring. Even the television that is on, the television is awake. You are the one sleeping. In fact, the thing has been transferred. Television is not looking at you. You were looking at him at the start. but television is not looking at you. And your wife will just see you and continue. Then when she's through, around 12, she will now wake you up or 1:30, let's go and sleep. That's when you now say, honey. Say, honey what? Take your time. Take your time. I thought you were sleeping. Just continue sleeping. Take your time. We should learn to understand each other. I hear what I'm saying? Understanding is very important. You should study your wife to understand her. If you understand your partner, you will do well. Because when you know your partner, it's like knowing what you use. Once you understand, you see that both of you, you will begin to give each other pleasure, not hardship. Women use sex as a reward for something done well. Yeah. There must be a reason for doing it. There must be a reason. It's a reward. If you know how to walk your way, she will use that as a reward. It can't besettle you. Do you know that when a man has not paid his house rent, landlord come, knock on your door, and your wife is there, they say all those kind of things, those things put her off. Yes, you see, your wife, like I said, is not a sexy machine. Also with the man. The woman also sees it as a reward when the man have done a lot of things he need to do. Now, when you say the man is the head of the house, it doesn't mean that he's the one in charge to give orders or all of those things. No, that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about the head, we're talking about foundation. The foundation in which every other thing is built. You form the basis. When you work as partners, when you can communicate to your partner very well in those love language, you find out that your sex life will be made better. You understand what I'm saying? Your sex life will be made better. You have a happy time in your bed. You satisfy each other. You could talk. Because why? You just give each other love. You express yourself. And your husband is satisfied. I want to tell you something. Once a man is satisfied, it's like a cup that is filled with water. When he goes out, he will have time. Because sex is energy. It's energy. I'm telling you. So you must be able to walk with your partner. Another thing that brings about with your sex life, when you speak this language, your sex life is made better, is openness. When both of you are open, you are not hiding secrets. Your wife is not discovering anything new about you. Actually, there's no receipt for marriage. It's based on trust. And trust is not a gift of the Spirit. It's earned with time. So openness is very important. When both of you are together, you need to learn to open. If you think you are getting married, you get married to close up. It's not possible. You have to open up. For both you and your wife, you have to open up. You have to be transparent. You have to say the truth. No matter what happened, you have to say the truth. And both of you become partners in progress. Two are better than one in anything. But you see, a lot of people, when they get married, the first few months or first few years they get married, you see them coming together. All of a sudden, they start separating. What's the problem? You see, the challenges of life have come, and they no longer talk to each other. The man goes out, spends about 12 hours outside, and he comes back home. Instead of him to talk with the wife asks, how was your day? He just used 5 minutes. Fine. Thank you. Where's my food? Let me tell you something, no? And you now say, okay, some men will hide on that and say, men don't talk. No. You were the one that started talking to her. You talk her into marrying you. You talk her into changing her father's name. You talk her into doing things for you and doing things like you. You must talk. You see, as for this marriage, you must what? Talk. Listen to me. Marriage is not for quiet people. If you want to be quiet, remain single. You know, when it comes to sex, some men doesn't know how to play with their wife. They just want it. They just want to score the goal and go. Thank you. Just score goal. You don't do that. You start from talking. You keep on talking, and both of you are talking, and you are touching each other. You are talking, and you are communicating, saying the good things about her. This is to me, there's always something bad to say about somebody, but leave the bad side. Don't be talking about the good one, okay? Because there's something you will say and all hand will just enter electric shock. Please don't say it. You keep on talking and both of you are talking. As you are talking, you are touching, and as you are touching, you are talking, and both of you are just going. But some men, they just want to. I was talking to a woman. He said, my husband is 2 minutes man. I like that. I just picked that. Indomie. My husband is 2 minutes man. Before I could say anything, it's done. And it's a problem. He was asking, Dr. Asemota, how do I get help? I said, the guy need help. He need to be talked to. And what causes that? Stress. It's not devil. Stress. 2 minutes man. Before you know it, it's done with. And the woman has not even started at all. And the man is gone. You see, when you talk, when both of you are together, you are talking. Listen to me. I like this meeting, you know. We are not pretending. It's not a pretend. You know, a lot of people, they pretend a lot. And they suffer a great, great deal. They suffer in their married life. You know, some husband and wife, because they don't talk, they can't even discuss sex. There's one I was reading about, the man is an engineer, the woman is a teacher, and he just believes that the woman should know. He just thinks that the woman should know. No, you must talk. You must talk to your wife, you must talk to both of you must discuss. This 2 minutes man, this 2 minutes man, by the time you start talking to him, you find out that all the problem of life, you must learn to drop those things. Give yourself to each other. Now, let me tell you, the woman, I want to tell you men, women are like iron. What do I call it? Iron. You know, when you plug iron, you can't use it to iron immediately. You have to wait. You have to wait. Why? Because everything about her is on the inside. She needed to put some things in order. Do you know that when you are talking to a woman, and I'm talking to a wife now, when you're talking to your wife and both of you are talking, you are in bed and you just want to continue and he asks you, is the door locked? And you're already in Ikeja by now, and she's telling you the door locked. He's trying to bring you back to Oroshoki where you were. And he said, no. I said, why? Now, why? Because why? She's conscious of her person. She's security conscious. And the next thing he will tell you, are the children awake? And go and check whether the door is locked. And you have to check whether the children are asleep. And by then, you just say, this man brought me from, I was already in Ikeja, now back to Oroshoki again. That's a lot of journey. How do I start? I have to start to Oroshoki again. Why do I do this? Why? She's preparing her mind, because let me tell you, sex actually starts from the mind. But for the man, as long as the man can see something, you want to jump on it. It's a mind thing. If the mind is not in order, sex cannot be in order. Because she have to be in the mood. She have to be mindset. Her mindset must be in place. So with this that we have shared tonight, as you use this love language, as you speak this language, you find out that your home is made better for it. Your life is made better for it. And it affects every area of your life. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. It's still the seminar, and we're still looking at the language of sex in marriages. I am Maimuna Yahaya, and then we have looked at so many issues today, and this will come your way again this week, next week, and another week to come. So bear with us and enjoy every moment of it. You can write to us, you can call us, you can tell us what you feel. If you were not in the hall here, tell us what you feel about the language of sex in your own marriage. We could learn from it. Thank you.